Welcome back. Today we're looking at bash scripting. Bash scripting is important because it lets us automate commands instead of typing the same things over and over again. For Linux admins, scripting saves time. For ethical hackers and security testers, scripting helps automate recon, scanning, reporting, and repetitive tasks. Today, we'll create a basic script, learn how permissions work, use variables and user input, and then build a simple authorized port scanner for a lab network. Kali now commonly uses Z shell by default, but bash is still widely used across Linux systems. So for this lesson, we'll switch to bash. Type Kali tweaks. This opens Kali's tweak menu, where we can change system options. From here, go to shell and prompt, then choose default login shell. Select bash, apply the change, enter your password, then log out and back in. Now we'll create a very basic script that prints a message to the screen. This opens Mousepad and creates a file called hello CyberEd. Add this script. This is called the shebang. It tells Linux to run this script using the bash interpreter. This is a comment. Comments are ignored by bash and are only there to explain the code. And the echo command prints text to the terminal. Save and close the file. Before we run the script, we need to check its permissions. So type ls and use the L switch. This lists files in long format, showing permissions, owner, group, size, and date. At the moment, the file has read and write permissions, but no execute permission. That means we cannot run it yet. The chmod command changes file permissions. 755 means the owner can read, write, and execute the file. Everyone else can read and execute it. Now check it again. The X means execute permission is now enabled. Now run the script. The // tells Linux to run the file from the current directory. That is our first bash script working. Now we'll make a script that asks the user for information, stores that information in variables, and then prints it back. So type mousepad welcomescript.sh. So read name. This waits for keyboard input and stores it inside a variable called name. Read chapter. This stores the chapter number inside a variable called chapter. $name and $chapter is used when we want to use the value stored inside a variable. Now make it executable and run it. This shows how scripts can interact with the user. I'm scanning the IP address 10.0.2.15 using a TCP connect scan. Nmap first checks if the host is online, which it is. It then scans the most common 1000 TCP ports. In this case, all 1000 ports are closed, so there are no services listening for connections. Now run nmap, use the ST switch, the IP address, use the P switch 3306. You'll probably get something like this. That's completely fine. Here, I'm only checking a single port instead of the default 1000. Port 3306 is commonly used by MySQL and MariaDB. On this machine, it's closed, meaning there's no database service listening. Now we'll create a script that scans a local authorized network for systems with port 3306 open. So create the file, then add this. Nmap, the ST switch, the IP address, the P switch, and 3306. This scans the whole local subnet for port 3306. Devnull, this hides the normal screen output. OG, MySQL scan. This saves the scan results in greppable format to a file called MySQL scan. This reads the scan file, filters only lines containing open, and saves them into MySQL scan2. And cat MySQL scan2, this displays the final filtered result. Now make it executable and run it. Don't worry if your results don't match mine. Most home computers don't have MySQL installed, so it's completely normal for this scan to come back empty. The important thing is understanding how the script works. Now we'll improve the script so we don't have to edit the IP range and port every time. So create the file, mousepad, MySQL scanner advanced.sh. Then add this. Read first IP. This stores the starting IP address. Read last octet IP. This stores the final number of the last IP address. Read port. This stores the port number we want to scan. And the nmap command. This uses the variables entered by the user to build the scan. Now run the advanced scanner. This script now lets us scan a chosen authorized IP range and chosen port without editing the script each time. That's the basics of bash scripting. We created a simple script, added execute permissions, used variables, accepted user input, and built a basic authorized port scanning script. The main thing to remember is that scripting is about automation. If you find yourself typing the same commands again and again, that is usually a good sign that you can turn it into a script. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm CyberEd, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.